On this op-ed, we're going to be touching on one of the passport brothers that I found out is locked away in a Dominican Republic jail cell. In fact, this international American brother has been incarcerated, from my research, since December of 2018. So we're approaching a year since he's been locked up. So anyway, last night I come across a video on my YouTube timeline by Loadkast. And this video was called The Dark Side of the Passport, I believe. And bear in mind, I'm just going off the top of my dome here. I'm just doing my exercising. So anyway, I watched his video, his commentary, and then I watched Super Sly's take on this. Now, there's been a great deal of controversy surrounding Passportgate. And, I noticed that Super Sly, along with Loadkast, are going out of their way to being the trolls of this whole affair. The trolls and the biggest opponents of this. I mean, when I watched Loadkast's original video on his thoughts on Passportgate, his response was, if you can't master the woman in America, what makes you think you're going to really master the woman in a foreign soil? To a point, he is correct. However, it should be noted that, there are differences between some of the women in America and women abroad. I mean, you do have exceptions and everything, but this video isn't about that. We're gonna go right into the brother that was been locked up since December 2018. Now, when I seen this video of him explaining his case, explaining why he got locked up and who he was involved with, there were a number of red flags that were raised in this. One being the boyfriend of this chick that the guy moved in with. Now, she said that he was an ex, right? Okay, all right, granted, okay, you took her at face value. I could see how a guy would fall for that. I mean, things like that happen in the USA. The second thing was, he quickly moved in with her. Instead of just vetting her out carefully, he quickly moved in. The third thing was, she was asking for money pretty freely and everything, with, no reservations, no hesitations whatsoever. She just came with her hand out. Now, where this guy made the mistake at is he caught on to the situation too late, decided to really, distance himself from the chick. And that's when chick decided that, something, this guy ain't really kicking no ends no more. So let me call Popo and have his number pulled. And that's what got him in a jam in the first place. So you have to ask yourself this: could this been prevented? Could he have foreseen this? Yes and no. I mean, it's easy to get misled as a man by a pretty face and a fine body. But in the words of BBD, you can't trust a big butt and a smile. Secondly, you're over in a foreign land with different foreign rules. You can't really go by, an American definition of their laws and their guidelines. So when you get involved with these women, you have to understand these things beforehand. Third thing is that no matter what culture, you do a lot of these traveling overseas, whether it be DR, whether it be Jamaica, Trinidad, anywhere else in the Latin America hemisphere or in Europe, what have you, you have to be on point and on your game. My thing is you have to really understand and study these cultures and know the ins and outs of these cultures and the customs of the women. And unfortunately, some of these countries that, some of these brothers visit and endorse, there's a lot of poverty there. There's a lot of economic disparity there. So it's best to keep those things in mind. And when you have those elements going on, you have a high rate of people wanting to pull cons and run game on you. That includes the females. And now you say, well, something, she sounded sincere, she looks sincere. Well, look and sound understandable. But you have to have your third eye open, fellas. You can't go in these situations really thinking with your other head. Use your big head. And as I said in my last video, it's okay to walk away from these situations. You're all ass isn't good ass. You can't, be like, well, let me go and bang every fine ass big booty chick that crosses my path. Nah, all ass isn't good ass. Be selective, be mindful. Be aware of the attentions of people that are around you and approach you. And that's not to say that there isn't any genuine people in these places. There are brothers that have gotten married and that have thrived and everything. But please, fellas, don't turn off your thinking cap. Don't forget to wear your thinking cap. If it seems like if the situation seems like it's BS, it probably is. Especially if she's talking fast and is trying to convince you of something. So you may want to keep a close eye on folks who be on that. So folks, use your mind and everything. Be aware and be mindful of your surroundings and the people that are there, regardless if you go abroad or if you decide to travel domestically. Also, getting back to, Super Sly's, biting remark, well, is the passport crew gonna come and save this brother and break him out of jail? I think about that and everything, and I understand that he was being sarcastic with his remark, and all his video consisted of him was laughing, making fun, and giggling. I know, right now that's his shtick. He's just trolling the passport brothers. But it is what it is. But it got me thinking, wouldn't it be nice if all these brothers that travel around started an organization to help brothers like this? You have this hashtag I see called SYSBM, Save Yourself Black Men. All right, I understand, Save Yourself Black Men is escaping the matrix of these westernized black women, and I'm not into that bash black women stuff. I believe if there's certain women that aren't